of average J's. Yes, you do. Yep, that's right. We have done it, 7, 8 times maybe?
Well, I count 9 that he's been inside of you.
Sure, 9 times then. So, he is a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
But mixed.
Yeah, he's a mix with Black Lab, we think. He's a very strong dog. He's all muscle. He's really stout. He's just a very powerful dog.
Uh-huh.
And he has this really short but soft black hair. He's a good boy. His name is Darth. He came with that name. We didn't name him that, but that's who he is. He's a Darth. We got him from a family member who was going through divorce at the time, and we got him when he was about 1 year old.
Like 1.5.
Little over 1 year old. Yeah, he had not been fixed before. He had not been fixed before.
He still has his balls. Yep.
So, he definitely had a sexuality to him. No, not right away. So he started, he pulled my underwear out of the hamper and he was eating my underwear, presumably smelled something he liked there, I guess. He was doing that. He was also humping. We had this couch with cushions on it, and he was humping the cushions in the back of the couch and started.
That started when he was around 2.
I guess I had heard about it. I don't know if it was put into my head from the internet or just girlfriends talking or people talking shit. I don't know. But of course I'd heard that women had let their dogs lick them before, and it sounded pleasurable. It's a big tongue, and it made me curious, I guess. Yeah, we, of course, started with licking, of course. And I guess the story there is, so he sleeps in a room, but he sleeps on the floor, and when we had sex, we put him out in the hall, we shut the door, but my husband was going down on me. You were eating me out, and you said something to me.
I said something like, what if Darth was doing this? He'd love this, and I know it she'll get to you, too.
Yeah, that's right. And obviously put it in my head that this could be a thing, and of course I feel comfortable with my husband, and, he suggested it, and it sounded pretty hot, and so I said, yeah, open the door, let's see what he does. And, he came in, and he's not used to being in our bed, so I knew I needed to sort of sit on the edge of the bed and just open my legs and see what he would do. And he did go right for it. It was pretty awesome.
Or he just went right for it.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed it. A lot more than I thought I would, actually, too. He just got in there and licked everything. Really hot tongue and went everywhere and, went deep into me and really got into licking my ass a lot, too, right away, which I really enjoy. So, he had no reservations about getting in there and doing that, and I love that. I was almost kind of scared, actually, by how much I did love it.
I knew you liked it, but you did not want to talk about it at first.
It freaked me out a little bit, to admit. I'll say that now. I mean, you just think, I shouldn't be doing this. I should not enjoy this as much as I do, but I do, and here I am. And then that just kind of became our routine for a while. We would kind of get started, let him in. Um, he'd lick me and get me all hot and going, and then we'd put him out and we'd finish. But I really liked it. It was a lot of fun, and it just became a regular thing. I would lay down on my back on the floor in a bedroom. He's not supposed to be on our bed. We've sort of trained him not to do that, so I do have to sort of get down on the floor and lay on my back, but God, I absolutely loved it. So that started because my husband had suggested, and I think he knew what was going to happen at the time.
Me? No. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. So he says, since you like your ass licked so much, why don't you get down and do all fours on the floor so he can lick your ass, and, it's just up there more available to him. So, of course, he got into that for a while, but then, I'm in this position where I think it just natural instincts took over, and he wanted to mount me. So he tried to do it a few times and, freaked me out, and I pulled away, but he kept doing it for a while. That was kind of a tough time because I didn't want at that time for him to, try and get inside me, but I didn't want to make him feel like a bad boy, and I wanted to keep enjoying this, so we had to figure out how do we do this. And, my husband, I know he knew what he wanted all along, and I wasn't too sure, but, he'd point out, like, look, he's getting excited. His cock starts really small, and then it gets bigger later, but look, it's not so bad, and, if it went inside, would it be the worst thing? And
I told her I know you'd like it.
yeah, it just got me thinking a lot. You think, I've come this far, why not go a little further? I thought, this is pleasurable. He wants this, Darth wants this, I want this. This could be a lot of fun.
And you have me there to support, and it's safe.
That's right, I got my husband supporting me and the safety of doing it, in my own home, and why not give it a try? And we watched some of the porn, so I kind of knew what to expect with a dog, and I knew he was going to come a lot, and it was going to be messy, and that was fine. I was actually kind of turned on by that, but at that time I was a little scared of the knot, and I'm on the smaller side, so, it could be painful and what happens, and we had to talk through that a little bit, but, those were my reservations, and we got stuff figured out for the most part, I think, and talked through it, and decided, why not? Let's just see what he does. Let's give it a shot. So the first time that I decided that we'd actually try it, it was a total bust. He just didn't know quite what to do. He'd start to get up on me, but he'd back off or just kind of circle me and whine, and it just wasn't working. I don't know if he thought he was going to be in trouble or he didn't know what to do. I kept trying to talk him through it, but it just wasn't working, and after a while, he just sort of went off and wouldn't even come in the room. So I was actually disappointed. I was actually kind of bummed out. I wanted to give it a shot. I was all revved up. So we decided to try it in our living room, just, give it a new venue and try something different. And he sort of did the same thing for a while. Then my husband figured out.
Yeah, he just needed lined up. He had to figure out where your pussy was.
Yeah, we needed to sort of help line him up. That was kind of part of his problem. He wasn't quite aligned with my anatomy. So my husband had to be the brave soul to sort of grab his shaft and, line him up with my pussy. And, once he did, and, he figured it out and slipped in, he just sort of thrusting away, and it just felt powerful. I thought, oh my God, this is it. This is awesome. This is worth waiting for. And I loved it. Felt different, but great. Filled me up, and he pumped away for a few minutes, and then pulled away, and came back and did it again, and it felt even better the second time. And in fact, I remember saying to my husband, like, "Oh my God, I hope he doesn't get back off." But
just going to town.
And then he came inside of me, the first time, which was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, oh God, it's so hot, and this was awesome. And look, he got off, and it just felt good. Yeah, his red rocket, as we call it, gets pretty big when he's all the way hard.
What's a good 7 inches for sure?
Yeah, he's got a big cock. Yeah. Yeah, recently we had some success there. He did the knot was completely inside. Um, I wanted it. I knew I wanted it going into it, but I did kind of freak out, didn't I?
You did freak out. You were crying, hon.
Yeah, a little bit. It scared me at first. I was worried it was really going to hurt, but it just had a good full feeling.
You clearly loved it.
I sort of figured out that I needed to sort of change where my hips were and put my shoulders further down so that he could, get in there and a little bit further, and his body laid across my back a little bit better that way, and he just fit more of himself inside, apparently. Yeah, we put down a blanket. My husband has a packing blanket we just put down because, yeah, it does get messy, especially when he pops out. It's very, a lot comes pouring back out of me.
I love watching it slip out and it's come pour all out of you.
It's a lot of cum. It's a lot of cum.
Yeah, it leaks a lot, but damn, it's hot.
Yeah, when he pulls out, he does like to lick me, which I guess is normal, something they do, or
Yeah, but you love that, though.
yeah, it always feels good. I always like his tongue on me. Oh, well, my husband likes to go after because it's all messy and sloshy in there, don't you?
I sure do. It's a lot of doggy cum.
Yeah. We don't really worry about nails. His front nails have never really been an issue. I do wear a shirt though. And his back nails, we clip them all, and I do file them just to keep them down. But he'll scratch my back of my thighs, kind of getting into position, but it's not really been an issue. Yeah, we do take video for us, but no, we'll never share. That one really freaks me out. Value my privacy too much, and you'll not likely ever see videos or pictures from us. Sorry. Oh my God, it is so hot when we watch it back on video. Oh,
Love watching you get fucked. It's fucking hot.
he hasn't really changed toward me much. I mean, he's always been a bit of a crotch dog, so he's always trying to give his nose in on me. He's very loving.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a damn good boy. He just loves pussy.
No, I'm not really interested in that right now. I just like getting fucked. No, I've always done it with my husband there. It's something we do together. Yeah, we enjoy it a lot. It adds to our own sex lives, so um, it's fun. It's something for us, and I love my husband, and I love Dars, and I love the whole thing. It's pleasurable. It's fun. It's kinky, but